the space, Satoshi. That's where he picked the first test case to start with. Yes, Bitcoin was the first test case, and it was in the finance game. So that's why if you see, a lot of people are big on money on crypto. But mind you, I want to put it to you, if you don't know, the blockchain has so many places where you can apply the blockchain. Take it from me, yes, Chike Okonkwo said it. Do your research. If you want to learn more, understand how it can maybe be applied to whatever field, whatever technology you're developing and all of that. And you find out that these are a technology that is quite revolutionary itself. Yeah, it's a ledger, but being applied properly to what you're building, you'll love it. And it's a space that I have come in to see that many of us have not met ourselves, but we know ourselves. You hear people say, I know this guy, we've done businesses together, all that. So we've even started creating the synergy even before we meet. I went to Abuja for the first time. I met about 4 guys who we buy crypto I buy from him, he sells to me and all of that. We're talking about transactions that are worth millions of naira when converted to naira. So you find out that it's a space that the collaboration has started, but this stigma where it seems like I am the boss of my own, I don't want to do all of this. So we need to see more collaborations like this. And that is not, if you have events or anything concerning this industry you want to do, I think they'll be open to work with you, to partner with you and do all of that. So, and they are global. So I like the quality of speakers they always bring up on most of their programs when I'm on LinkedIn. Yeah, because I always watch most of their stuff when they air it on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is like my second office. Yes. And if you're in this space, please marry your LinkedIn so much, especially if you're in the career space or you want to do a lot of partnerships. LinkedIn is very important for you, because everything I've done aside the Nigerian companies I've worked with, any other foreign company, I all met them on LinkedIn. So get very close to your LinkedIn and you will see that a lot of value will come out from there. So I wouldn't want to bore you so much with my voice. Always talking, yes, sorry. We'll go over to the third unveiler, and he's in the person of His Excellency, the President, the barrister. Let's welcome the President of Stakeholders Association in Blockchain of Nigeria, Barrister Senator. Yeah, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a pleasure and a privilege being here. You know, I can't stop but look back at some of the stories, we've read about the early 90s, about the internet. In the early 90s, persons came claiming that, do you know that in this new internet, we're going to be having people being able to send messages to one another from anywhere in the world at just the click of a button? People said, do you know that there will be virtual communities and it will be possible for people to go to work without even leaving their homes? Do you know that it will be possible to have chat groups and instant messaging running on the internet and all of that? And do you know that there will be new billionaires and all that, new tech companies running on this internet? And a lot of people back then in the early 90s, and surprisingly so, or shockingly so, experts, knowledgeable people, people who advise governments, people who are well-schooled, well-trained, Harvard, all that, mention it. These were experts, and they all said, bah, that's nonsense, bullshit, it won't happen. It can't happen. It's not possible. How can you do that? People said that newspapers, as we knew them then, will all be wiped out, disrupted. I don't know how many of us got a newspaper in the last 1 year. And people said, forget about it. There will always be newspapers as we know them. Today, Business Day will send their digital version to your email. Washington Post, all of them, If you don't subscribe, you're not getting any content. This is 2021, and it's not bar anymore. That has happened for real. But guess what? The internet then, as we know it, is what you call the internet of information, where you simply make communication happen. Now, some persons have come up and said, we are now in the second generation internet. It is called the blockchain, and it's going to disrupt the way that anyone stores, transfers, trades value. And then the experts and the advisors and all the top guys, again, well, not all of them, but most of them, just like back in the 90s, they are back saying, bah, that's rubbish. It won't happen. What is this blockchain technology? People out there, sometimes misinformation, and this is where CNE comes in. People say that the blockchain, especially when it comes to the application of blockchain in certain industries, such as the financial industry, is a pandemic. We don't want it. It's all money laundering. It's all money out of thin air. It's too bad for our financial system. And that resistance outside the financial industry, people in agro, in health, in logistics, pharmaceuticals, they are yet to understand the power of the blockchain. It's still bah. The unfortunate thing is this: those who suffer from the resistance that governments or regulators or other policymakers or people in decision-making gatherings do is this: it affects the Nigerian people. So what would have been an asset for the country to leverage on for growth and development, especially in this very competitive economy, global economy, suddenly becomes a liability, something poisonous, something toxic, something illegal, something that has this stigma of fraud, terrorism, money laundering, scam, Ponzi schemes. Unfortunately, these are some of the adjectives or qualifications coming from some of our top regulators. And we have the media out there, local, foreign, trying to understand what's going on. Recently, we've seen resistance come from regulators in the country about blockchain, cryptocurrencies, especially in the financial system. And the headlines are out there. The headlines can be ugly too. There was one headline I came across, or I stumbled upon, when I was reading one of these headlines from the traditional media, saying that cryptocurrencies are used by fraudsters and terrorists. Says, quote, blah, blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a critical stage, a stage where we either innovate or we die. And when we say we innovate or die, people think that we're just trying to be poetic. It's not so. Just look around you and look at the national insecurity in the country. Just look around you. Even the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, a government agency, has said that up to 23.3% of every working group Nigerian is not employed. That is 3 out of every 10 Nigerians. That is employment. We are not even talking about underemployment, which is another pandemic on its own. And then we have leaders in this country. We have policymakers. We have regulators who should know better about the need to leverage on disruptive innovations to drive and open new windows of opportunity for the Nigerian people. But perhaps because we are extraordinarily keen about being protective of consumers, of what we are already secured in the traditional financial industry or whatever, we drive innovation on the ground and allow our people suffer poverty, kidnapping, joblessness, insecurity. It is all in this country. And increasingly, I'm a lawyer. Before now, people used to write us and say, Senator, advise us. We want to invest in your country. We're interested in the financial services industry. We're interested in the health sector. Guess what? Those emails are not coming anymore. Rather, what now comes is, Senator, please let us know when Nigeria is ready. Senator, send us a legal opinion on regulations in crypto. We want to be sure if it's safe to now come to Nigeria. And when we say, no, it's not safe right now because we have frictions in the markets, they move to Ghana, they move to South Africa, they move to, what's it called? Luxembourg, Estonia, Germany, Switzerland, anywhere else but Nigeria. Even Twitter got the message.